Your Milligan Bay temperature 70 degrees. We got a mix of clouds and sun out there, but more rain coming up. We'll get the forecast on the way from Local 3. Mike Lee on the afternoon drive, and I've got some very special guests with me this afternoon. Good afternoon to Thomas Beil and Pastor Mark Maloney, who was the North Cleveland Church of God pastor for 23 years. And they're here today to talk about the LUDIC Spectrum Center. It's so good to have you here.
It's actually Mitch Maloney, but...
What did I say?
Mark.
And I'm staring at Mitch.
Yes, you are.
I'm friends with Mark Williams. Forgive me.
There you go. And I'm friends with him, too.
Okay, well, I apologize.
No problem.
Tell us about the LUDIC Spectrum Center.
Well, the LUDIC Spectrum Center is a private school here in the Bradley County area that supports students with autism spectrum disorder. And we are going to be celebrating our 25th anniversary coming up next week on April 23rd. And one of the neatest things about the LUDIC Spectrum Center is they support actually 5 different counties in this region. And they're the only school that really supports the more severe ASD children that need support with learning, communicative, and social capabilities. And you would have to go from either Knoxville to Nashville to find another school that basically does what LUDIC does. And so It's right here in this area. And
they call it the spectrum for a reason, correct? Because
yes, sir.
It can be very mild, like my grandson has, and then all the way to the point where it sounds like that's what you're dealing with.
Yes, sir.
Pastor Maloney?
What I have to say is my wife and I have 33 years of experience. We had twin sons, and they were born perfect. We thought this is great. But at one point, things started to change, and so they wound up on the autism spectrum. And at the time when they were diagnosed as being autistic, the statistic was 1 in every 150 births would eventually be diagnosed on the autism spectrum. And today, that statistic is 5 times worse. It's 1 in 36, which includes both males and females.
Wow.
But for males, the statistic is 1 in 29 births. So it's more prevalent with male births, babies. And so our boys are very social, but they obviously had some learning disabilities and things like that. And so with what Dr. Tammy Johnson with LUDIC has dealt with for the last 25 years?
25 years.
25 years with LUDIC, people on the autism spectrum. And so we went through a lot of gyrations. I mean, how are your boys doing? Oh, great, yeah. But then figured out at one point they weren't great.
Yeah.
And so it was almost like I'm lying, and so didn't like that. But we had to deal with the facts, and so that's what LUDIC does. They are a school that basically is faith-based, I think, and they survive on donations from people like me, my wife, and corporations, and other people that just have a burden for that type of ministry. But it's a great need.
The wonderful news is we live in a very giving community.
We do. And that's absolutely true.
And if everyone knows someone on the spectrum, like I said, from, with my grandson, it was more social, really, than anything else. I mean, he's a brilliant guy. But when it comes to LUDIC Spectrum Center, how can they participate financially? And do you need volunteers of any kind?
There's a lot of different ways that people can support LUDIC, and we are in need of the support. About 60% actually comes of the financial support for LUDIC comes through donations. And so there's several different ways. If you just would like to get involved, you can invest some time by volunteering at LUDIC. They absolutely can use volunteers. In addition, you can donate either monthly or one time through ludicsc.org.
As he said, you can give monthly.
You can, and that actually would really help them in being able to establish the program because, again, it's a year-round school. And then also they're celebrating their 25th anniversary, and that they are going to be having a celebration at Westmore Church of God on the 23rd of April, so next Tuesday at 6 p.m. And actually, Pastor Mitch Maloney is going to be speaking there along with another guest speaker, and Voices of Lee will be there singing.
Oh, wonderful. Good
And
deal.
so there's a way that you can either purchase a seat or a table to support LUDIC, and also make a commitment to help them because they are in need of help.
All right.
They want to continue supporting students.
Is there a place on the web, a phone number people can call?
Absolutely. So they can go to ludicsc.org. So that is LUDIC SC, S as in Sam, C as in Charlie, .org. And that is a good way. There's different methods that they could set up a PayPal, monthly donation, or just a one-time donation. And that would be hugely beneficial. But really, we want to put a call out to a lot of the organizations in this area. If LUDIC wasn't here, there'd be a lot of students that would not get supported. And it is, in need of support.
So if there's corporations that would like to help you out, they can go to ludicsc.org as well.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us this afternoon.
Thank you.
And this is going to be it's on mixtv.tv, and you'll be getting a link that you can share on your social media as well. So the outreach just isn't here at Mix 104.1, but you can share it as well.
Well, thank you.
All right. Again, we've been talking with Thomas Beil and Pastor Mitch Maloney.
You got it.
All right. Batting 50-50 now. Anyway, from the LUDIC Spectrum Center, again, to help give, it's ludicsc.org. And no matter what you can do, will be absolutely appreciated. It's 4:09, time for a traffic update.
Good afternoon.